This is my homie This is my homie Crooked Toe. Came up with that really creative name because she's got these two crooked toes. She's a cool bird though. Oh, you don't like me touching your lady, huh? Good bird, right? Take two. We got pigs, yeah. We got pigs. We got pigs.
Start it up.
Increasing sex appeal in the videos.
Oh yeah.
We got pigs, yeah. Our good friend from culinary school raises this breed of kune pigs in upstate New York, and he brought 3 of them, sold 3 of them to us, 2 barrows, castrated males, and 1 sow, a female. And they've been really great additions to the farm so far. We originally thought that they were gonna live in the bamboo for the most time, but we quickly discovered that now, at this point in the season, kind of late summer, getting into early fall, there's not much new growth at all in that bamboo, and so they're on nothing but wood chips back there, and there's nothing for them to forage on. And so back here in this field area, we have lots of different things growing. Plants that were growing when we arrived, and plants that we have also planted, overseeded into this mix. And so the pigs now enjoy the pasture, and we use electric fencing, and we rotate them in small little sections of the field so that they can graze and kind of mow all that down for us. And so it's really a win-win because we don't have to mow, and we also don't have to feed them nearly as much when they're foraging like this. And they're kind of giving back to us and our future gardens by putting down their manure. So it's a really great thing we've got going on. Really magical things happen when plants pass through animals and are excreted in the form of manure or urea or whatever we're talking about. Different animals have different digestive systems and different gut microbiomes, which contain different strains of bacteria, but you are left with a waste product that still has a lot of nutrients that are bioavailable to plants, as well as you have just inoculated all of that with bacteria that are actually living inside of the animal in its digestive system and doing a lot of the digesting for them as they do for us. We plan to expand the garden back here by a good bit, and the land that they're grazing on right now will eventually be gardens. And so that's very exciting to know that they are very actively turning all of this plant matter that we otherwise, don't have a great way of mowing into some pretty amazing fertilizer for future seasons of growing. Yeah, I would say that in general, having animals on a farm is really important because animals are incredible cyclers and recyclers of energy and of plant matter and of nutrients. In nature, we don't really see many, if not at all, ecosystems that lack animals entirely. And so without animals present, we would never have that check on growth. Animals interacting with plants can build topsoil in ways that are so much faster than if you were to just be growing plants and not have a single animal within your system. And so I truly believe that, most farms, if they're able to, should have some sort of animal, if not multiple different types of animals, because they really do add to the diversity, and they really do play a very important role in the system. They're also incredible to eat.
So, recently we have made the decision to switch our feeds over for all of our birds. And so we're going from a pelleted organic feed that contains corn and soy, and the birds, as you can see, are fans of it. But we have heard from some customers and just in our research that a lot of consumers are looking to avoid corn and soy being even in the feed for the animals. And so this here is also organic, but is a mixture of whole and milled grains, but no corn and no soy in this mixture. And so there's peas, there's barley, there's all kinds of stuff, but but no corn and no soy. And so that's just another thing that we get to eliminate from their diet, something that's not really totally natural, and just replacing it with higher quality food and higher nutrient value.
So obviously, when we start talking about processing these pigs for meat purposes, it is a hard decision, and it's obviously a very difficult action to take. But I truly think that we ought to kind of go back in time a little bit to how humans used to be in their relationship to their animals and to their meat. Humans used to know their meat, and now we don't. And now it's on a styrofoam tray with a plastic wrap and a label and a price, and you never see a face, you never see a hair, you never see a drop of blood. I think what all of this has created is a very concerning disconnection to our food in terms of eating animals and eating meat. And we've watched as the industrialization of meat production has increased, so has our consumption of meat. Consumption of meat in the developed world is kind of at some pretty crazy levels right now. We demand meat on a very high level in all different types and in all different places. And so that necessitates millions of animals living lives in industrial feeding facilities and being slaughtered in massive factories, essentially. I truly think that how we're raising animals on this farm is a much better way, and although it's might be one of the hardest days of your life to take that animal's life, it can also be one of the most dignifying and gratifying things in the world, especially because you then get to take and utilize, hopefully in a really beautiful and skilled and delicious way, utilize culinarily the entire animal. And there is so much that an animal offers in terms of all of its various cuts of meat and very very unique morsels across the entire animal. Really glad the plants can't hear me, because it's definitely the animals that get me out of bed in the morning. They're incredible to wake up to and check on, but it's also the fact that we're really getting our message out through these videos, and we've been putting a ton of work into them, and it's just so exciting to see the end result and to be sharing it all with you. So please just like, subscribe, share it with everyone. We can appreciate we can appreciate, we can use all the support we can get, so let's say. Oh, this is gonna be good.
Come here. Oh, all right.